housing, the house that I live in now, the apartment that I live in, my neighbors above me are constantly in domestic violence dispute every night. So that's kind of traumatic of being experienced and exposed back around to that. I know life happens, but that's a lot coming from a survivor of abuse, you know.
The obstacles that you were those some of those things that went through your mind as you realized you're gonna have to be out on your own?
Advocate to just be like, here's your step 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is how we achieve it. Because it's overwhelming when you have so many things you need to achieve and you don't know how to achieve them and what order to achieve them in. You know, especially being on your own and having to make decisions on your own, coming from a trafficker who has full control into a program that has full control into life where you have to make your own decisions.
So our hope in prayer in launching the first reintegration housing in Las Vegas is to really address the problem of housing that makes many of the survivors susceptible to re-trafficking and being re-victimized. For many of the survivors, going to a homeless shelter is the only choice that they have, yet that is one of the top areas that many of the women are recruited from, and men. But homeless shelters is where abusers go. They know where and how to prey upon these individuals, and yet that is the only choice for some. For others, it is going to live in a community where there is prostitution, drugs, and so much more that they have to face that are triggering themselves, that really makes them vulnerable to being re-trafficked and re-victimized.
As I was like having to leave that place, because you can only stay this long and you have to leave, a lot of anxiety came back because like I've never lived on my own for a long time without relapsing. There was all kinds of different things, and then like not being able to find affordable housing, like you know, like I didn't want to live with a roommate because I felt like I still needed that time to learn to be with God and to learn how to live on my own without going back to being a prostitute or, you know, the things of that nature.
I was scared to leave at moments because I had just built such a huge support system, and that was crucial to my survival, because I have past sisters that I have seen fail that did not stay in their community of the people that, you know, helped them achieve the things they had already achieved in life. So it was scary to me to just up and leave and go back home. But now, you know, it's scary to sit and wait, because what do you do? Because I also, you know, like I said, I have 3 kids that are still waiting for their mother. I don't want to put myself in an apartment in a neighborhood where there's gang members or where I can witness human trafficking. You know, not that it only happens in bad neighborhoods, because that's not the case at all. I've been in some of the most nicest, richest neighborhoods.
So our hope is that we are able to address that area of need through our reintegration housing program by providing a warm home that is safe and affordable, where they do not have to worry about where am I going to live, how long am I able to live here, and will this be a safe environment for me.
It was God and True ID that got me in the place that I lived in, because for us coming out, unless you have a really like I don't have a career. I had a job, so, and I only made so much money. So affordable housing looked like in the hood, back like where it's not safe, where it's easy for you to fall back into the ways that we did, that God doesn't want us to. So the affordable housing, the safety, like for us taking the bus, especially out here, I mean, it's really scary.
A big part of it is housing. I mean, when you come out of a program, if you don't have a place to go, then what did you just spend all that time for? You know, and as you're going through the program, like you're going through so much and you're learning so much and you're trying to unlearn so much, and then you're trying to add truth into your life, and then you're trying to have a relationship with the Lord, build relationships with your families that have crumbled along the way, try to build healthy relationships, something that you've not had a whole lot of. You don't have time to really sit like, where am I going to move? What am I going to do? Practical things like, this is A, B, C, D of my next steps in life. You know, and then it's like, from the day you enter a program, all you think about is graduation day.
Right.
Like, you know, you get in, and when am I graduating? Then I'm, you know, then I don't have to be under someone's control anymore. And that's not it. That's not where it's at, because you still need help. You know, life smacks you straight in the face, and if you have to go back to the hood, you're going to relapse. You're going to be exposed. You're going to be trafficked again. You're going to be victimized. You're going to be susceptible to that environment.
When I came in the program, I had an attitude of, why I know this. I didn't know nothing at what kept me clean and what saved my life, changed my life. I love myself today. My little place is the first time that I've ever felt comfortable in my own skin, and that I could live by myself with God. And, you know, but it's all from program, community, you guys still being in my life.
In my 4 years, I would say 4 years of fighting this journey, I know one really well friend of mine that has actually been successful in staying on the right path, you know, and I keep that person close because, you know, they're successful and I want to be successful. You know, I don't always make the right choices, but I know following by example is what I have, you know, and I want to be that hope for someone else that don't have no hope, and be absolutely like hopelessness after hopelessness after hopelessness after hopelessness, that I still kept trying and trying and trying because I'm not going to give up, and then finally just break through, and then that person be like, if she did it, I can do it, you know.
If you're asking me personally, why am I doing this? It's really a simple answer of just, you know, God presenting this area of need and simply asking, am I willing? And so my answer is yes. And he began to grow a love for these women, for the lost. And it's really a simple answer of just following Jesus. I don't know how to explain it. I could say, like, he's given me that heart to grow.